Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. You are here with Morris, and yeah, I really should switch this party out, shouldn't I? At the end of the last part, we had just defeated the second boss of this area. Made our way back to this central part, where now we can teleport upwards. Finally, yes, staircases. We can start actually making some progress towards the top of this mysterious tower. Even though, clearly, on the way in, we sort of flew past the top of the tower. So we could have just made an impromptu landing somewhere around there, but, you know, I'm not gonna get annoyed about that, because we're here now. You know, we're in. I'm sure there would have been a reason why we could not have entered from the top. But it would have saved us a hell of a lot of time. And now we can move on to the gimmick of this area. So there are certain enemies around here, not these ones. There are certain coloured enemies around here, both green and red. And once you defeat a green enemy, really no one has Asuna right now, do they? No one even has anything to fix Petrify. Is that correct? Is that correct? What do you have? You have a stoner. That works. Ally any stoner. Any of our stoner friends. Where do we want that? Probably there. Perfect. But yes, killing any of the green enemies opens up a bridge. Killing any of the red enemies also kind of opens up a bridge, but also destroys bridges. So there's a bit of management going on here. Basically focus on the green guys, then focus on the red guys once there are no more green guys left. Demon Shield. Now that's a good one. Is it? I don't even know. Wow, that's much better than the one I have. That's almost twice as good. So where is that on my wonderful list of stuff? It's got to be around here somewhere. Kaiser shields. Don't want that. Aha, here we go. I have a lot of shields I'm not even making the most of here. Evade 45. That's kind of incredible. But there are a lot of good items around here. We're getting towards endgame, so there's some endgame stuff. Alright, two of the green guys here. Oh yeah, this is a cheeky little introduction to what's actually going on. I appreciate that. They also have Protect on, and Explode apparently. I don't appreciate either of those things. Aha, there we go. So you see how the bridge is green after having destroyed that one guy. Defeated that one guy, even. And it stays green and you can't go on it yet. But once the bridge is technically complete, then it solidifies. So if you were to kill a red enemy, then the bridge would drop away again. But once the bridge is solid, it will never drop away. So it's all about focusing on the green guys and then focusing on the red guys. I mean, they're not the most taxing of puzzles, really. But then, it's a Final Fantasy game. It's not meant to be too taxing on the brain. I've never thought these games were that taxing. There are hairy moments. There are rough moments. They're a little bit tougher to strategize than others. Wow, I killed him and it still exploded. How is that fair? What do these guys have on? Oh, faith. Of course they have faith. But they're no magic that they have. I don't quite understand that. Oh, I don't actually know if they have any spells, but they never seem to use any. So, never mind, I guess. Aye, aye, aye. Are we gonna have to put a separate... Oh, God. We're really gonna have to put a separate one on for each person. Oh, no, this will work. I just didn't want it to be all on one person's shoulders, that's all. Might as well make use of the fact that Fran can cast spells. That's a bit annoying that they explode and after you've killed them. After you've technically killed them and got the XP, they still explode. I have to keep checking these walls. There's no real way of knowing if it's a hidden wall other than being next to it and having that little exclamation mark go off. I'm sure that's important and mysterious, but we don't need it. Dragon Hell, nice. I mean, I don't know that it's nice, but I'm assuming that it is. That's the kind of thing that Bosch will probably wear. Yes, it is. But he can't. So let's fix that. I do like to spend a hell of a lot of license points on stuff, but I always like to have a few in the bank, just in case something like that comes along. And hey, now this works.
Yeah.
We are having to heal quite a lot. I feel like we're at the sort of minimum of where you want to be in terms of level. Well, not minimum, but it's doable on a lower level, but this is like the minimum to be sort of comfortable, you know? Like, I can't whack this up to whatever it's on, times 2, times 4, and just breeze on through. Yeah, you can see now, floor 17, we're making progress, we're doing it now. And as long as the enemies stay roughly around this level of ability, we should be okay. Disable? Come on. What's that one about? Oh, that's a Pinello job. That's a Pinello job. Sometimes you just gotta. I don't know who's doing the immobilizing. Is that Vaughn? It is Vaughn. Forgot that a lot of the daggers have those little extra abilities. Oh. Don't want to take Redis out of the pie, that's blasphemy. Yeah, I think this dungeon is where you're first starting to see, although we've had Redis in the party for a little bit while we've been doing those hunts, starting to see why he's actually super useful and why you should keep him if you want to actually do the majority of the content in this game. I did not remember that Vaughn had the ability to cure people like that. That's good. I'm learning about my own party here. But yeah, his focus is just attack, 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 and he's super quick and super strong. If anybody goes down, that Arise spell, for some reason, it just seems to be quicker with him. I guess it's just the speed in which the game runs. Oh god, I'm disabled again. Just the speed in which the game runs. You know, it's just kind of... We're getting to the point... If you know, when we first got Raise, it was like, it's quite a chore to raise somebody because the game is still running quite slow, even when you set the speed right up. But now, because everybody's leveled up so much, everybody is just quick, and you have haste on as well. On some people, everything's just... That ATB gauge is barely a gauge anymore. I mean, Vaughn is like lightning, and I probably have something that would increase his speed as well. Do I? Speed's 47. Look at that. Put the sash on, it goes up to 57. Yeah, he could be even quicker. Do I even have haste on him? Don't even have haste on him. Could really make a monster out of some of these characters. Kind of impressed that this team is holding its own. A little bit more input from me, but they're doing okay. That self-destruct is starting to get on my nerves, though. I really hope the microphone cannot pick up my stomach rumbling. Honestly, I'm sure I've said it before, but I'm like a child. When it comes to eating, I am like a child. Like, it gets to a certain time of day, and it's like, right, now my stomach is just gonna be angry, and now I'm angry until I get some food. Is there even anything in here? So we're kind of off the beaten path here, as you can see. Hopefully there's some goodies, though. A chaperon. I'm not sure what that is. Doesn't sound like a weapon. Ah, it's a hat. A rather fashionable hat. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of Vaughn's speed, though. Well, I don't really want to get rid of anyone's speed, actually. Magic resist. I could live with that as a mage. She probably magic resist is probably pretty good. Oh well, don't actually need it right now. So. There isn't an overwhelming amount of spells being thrown my way. A little trick to this kind of encounter is try not to aggro the other guys. Although they all are together, they're kind of just far enough apart to not attract too much attention. The only problem is when characters circle around like that by themselves. Can't really stop other enemies from being aggroed then, but that seemed to work out pretty well. Yeah, I guess when they just start that animation, it's just that's it, they're gonna self-destruct. Not exactly a lot of time to get out of the way. So I believe you can build another bridge across here. I think some of the red guys do build bridges of their own, but obviously you got to do a bit of backtracking. It's a bit of a confusing system, in all honesty. I really still only have one quickening for these guys. We're at the stage now where quickenings are almost useless. They're still really only best used as like a... Oh god, I'm about to die, but the boss is also just about to die, so maybe if I can just hit it with like a 3 or a 4 chain, that'd be enough. you know, if you just can't wait to do that damage. I think they're probably there's some of the weakest, like, limit break style attacks of the whole Final Fantasy series, I think. What is this? Okay, I don't know why that was so spectacular. But just in the like I say, the damage values are the obvious thing, but even in just the way they look, they've got no real connection. I don't believe they got much connection between what happens and the character themselves. They just don't link up so good. Yeah. But I think that was maybe an issue from the older version of the game, because obviously if you had characters that could equip any weapon, you never knew, you know, as a developer, I guess you don't know who was going to use which character for which job. So you can't kind of have these limit breaks. Like you couldn't design a limit break for Vaughn which involves a load of quick dagger slashes, because you might not have a dagger. And you might have assigned that kind of role to somebody else. So you have to have these quickenings, which are kind of just over-the-top fancy spells, which don't really line up with the characters that much. It's not sort of something that's tailored to them. Power amulet. That sounds strong. And I already have one. So yes, here's the first of the... what am I aiming at? Something like out there or up there. But yeah, well, my attention was drawn to this guy. Is this guy red? Yes, he is. Okay, so I need to make sure no one hits him. Just go straight on to this guy. Okay, it's getting a little tricky here. Not sure we can keep up with this, but we're gonna try. Can I move Fran into this area? Alright, let's get out of the range of that guy. What did I say about not many spells heading my way? Oh, I'm being targeted right now. That's annoying. Okay, let's move on. Oh, now Redis is not disabled. Okay, suddenly the sight of Pinello meant. And then he was like, I'm fine. Don't let that woman near me. I can fight, I promise. So glad I have a map. Oh, yeah, it goes on a long way. Don't look at that. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves now. God, my legs are aching. I went for a run on New Year's Eve. Not actually in the evening. I just mean in the morning on New Year's Eve. And it was the first one I've been on for a while. It was only 5k, or a bit longer than 5k. And it's sort of around my village. Bit of a route I've got around my village. And God, yeah, you really don't feel it as it's happening, but you definitely feel it the few days afterwards. It's kind of a statement of intent for me. You always see a lot of people kind of exercising in January. It's one of those things of, okay, we've all kind of indulged a little bit over Christmas, so we'll try a little bit harder, do a bit more exercise, and oh God, no, don't attack that. Oh God, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Brain Pan J, that's where we want to be. Oh, they're ignoring me, great. But yeah, I was thinking, sorry, that required a lot of concentration. I was just thinking, you know, I'd like to say it as a statement of intent, I'd rather go for that run on New Year's Eve rather than, you know, begin it on New Year's Day kind of thing. Because I've God, why run all the way over there again? This one was closer and everything. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I've done a lot of work. Wow, you need to kill a lot of these things. I've done a lot of work over the past year. You know, trying to work on fitness really, and I've never been the best runner. I really don't know how people run, you know, marathons or, you know, even longer than that. Like, people will just run 100 miles as like an event. It's like, I don't know the amount of effort that must have to go into that. And I always find that the psychological barriers are much tougher to overcome than the physical ones. Like, I remember I did a 10K not so long ago, and my thoughts when I got up in the morning was, I am literally just gonna run until I can't run anymore. Like, until I actually fall down. And I had that in my head the whole way, and you find that... I need to take a sip of water. You find that as you're out, that thought keeps you going, because it's like, I can take another step. All it is putting one foot in front of the other. You'd be amazed how long you can keep doing that. But yeah, I've never been the best runner. It's always been a little bit of a barrier for me. Sorry, are there even any more of these green doodahs left? Do I need more to spawn in or what? Because that's stupid if I do. Why would you not put the right amount in? Unless there's a pathway that I missed. No, there is no pathway that I missed. Oh well, we'll keep looking. But yeah, fitness is kind of like a... It's not really something you just do for a little bit and then go, okay, now I'm fit, now I don't have to do it again. You know, it's more like a lifestyle thing, and I just think that, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to start a new year off and going, yeah, let's exercise and get into this. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like the New Year's resolution thing. There's nothing wrong with wanting to try something to sort of improve yourself, but you want to go into it with the mentality of, I'm going to keep this going, rather than I'm just going to do it for a little bit and then we'll see. Oh my goodness. Great, and all these AoE attacks, they're never going to stop being targeted, are they? That's good. So I can't even bring them out of the party. Lovely. Yeah, exercise is one of those things. It's one of something that I want to improve on in the new year. I felt like last year was laying the groundwork, and this year I really want to sort of push myself into something else. Because I've never been into it. I mean, look what I'm doing right now. This is who I am, you know? And for me, playing a lot of video games and exercising never, ever, ever went hand in hand. But no reason why it can't. Pretty much all I do now is exercise and play games. And I really like that combination. It works. Can I switch out my party yet? I probably can, can't I? This will be going a lot faster with the other three. But, you know, over the past year, I've sort of come to the conclusion that there is something out there for kind of everyone in terms of exercise. Like, not everyone will be interested in and want to do the same thing, but I feel like there's something out there for everybody, you know? There's lots of different things you can do to keep fit. But I guess it's always that first step, isn't it? Like, I remember when I first joined. Sorry, this always takes a lot of concentration. Hang on a second. I want everybody focusing on this guy. Yeah, it's always that first session that's that can be the problem. Oh God, stop disabling me. For the love of Christ, stop disabling me. I remember writing just a little blog about my first kind of experience with the gym and kind of the nerves that I had surrounding it, going into that kind of environment for the first time, because it is very intimidating. I think for anybody, you know? But now I'm kind of that guy. I'm that really annoying guy who says, well, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And as annoying as that phrase is, it's sort of true. Sort of true in this case, I think. But you know, I'm not even entirely sure what's in these rooms. Do I even want to be... Oh, God. Okay, this one we can... I can spy a red one in the corner there. I kind of love this sword, actually. What is this sword? Defender. It actually looks kind of cool. I just noticed. I mean, the designs of a lot of these weapons are often lost on me because... Oh, come on. They're often lost on me because I'm too busy barely even really looking at them. I don't take that much time to notice that Valthea's gun is slightly fancier, slightly has more gold on it, you know? But looking at this sword, I mean, you would not want to get whacked by that. I don't even know if I'm making bridges anymore or just discriminating against green guys. Like, it's not even making the noise of building a bridge anymore. Oh yeah, Redis will always level up way higher than anyone else in your party because you're constantly switching your 3 members out, but he never leaves. So you're sharing the experience neatly between everybody, but he gets it all. Actually, I already made this bridge. Oh, I only took 3. Well, can't say no to the XP gain. I'm guessing 50 is the cutoff point here. Okay, so I don't think Bosch can hit flying enemies, but Redis can. I'm pretty sure Pinello and Valthea both can. I guess Bosch just has to take the hits. What is this thing? Oh, that's what I was aiming at before. Wow, it was all the way up here. What the hell? Ambitious targeting system, clearly. I spy a save crystal right there. Which means this entire room is a save room. So no enemies. Cheeky items anywhere? I guess not. Oh, I wonder where the next the next path is. Alrighty, well, I am going to. What time are we on? Oh. Pretty sure, from my estimation, I'm going to have to pause it for now, guys. But thank you very much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XII. I need some lunch, actually. But yes, hope you enjoyed this part, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. See you all in a little while.